Welcome to my channel 11 Coaching Center. So today I'm going to explain your 12th standard business studies part 2 textbook. First chapter, that is nature and scientific significance of management. So management is considered as both an art and a science. So yes, it is considered as both an art and a science. So let's know management, how we can tell it as an art. So existing literature, so all the forms such as music, dance, presuppose a definite body of knowledge and literature. Similarly, management also has a lot of literature for theoretical knowledge and learning. It has very much learning, and also it has dynamic applications. Art is personalized applicability of the existing knowledge, that is each individual use the basic knowledge in his own creative way he use. Like that only management also has its own creative way. Practice and creativity, so art involves practice and innovation. Like that only the existing literature as per its own creativity and innovation. Management also have to create new things and new innovation they have to do. Next, let's know how management is also a science. So systematic body of knowledge, so science has a specific body of knowledge which is based on some causes and effects and relationship. Like that only management is also based on some causes and effects, and theories based on experimentation. So in science the principles and theories are based on continuous observation and experimentation. In similar way, management is also based on some observation and experimentation. Not only whole universe, it is valid to some extent. So what is not a, which one is not a function of management of the following: planning, staffing, cooperating and controlling. So cooperating is not a function of management. So there are five functions of management. They are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Next, what is management? Let us know. So management can be defined as as a process of getting the work or the task done that is required for achieving the goals of an organization in an efficient and effective manner you have to do. Next, the management has the characteristics of full-fledged profession. So yes, the management has the characteristic of full-fledged profession, that is systematic knowledge. So management has a systematized and as well as well-defined body of knowledge. It is based on several theories and principles. The management is based on, and also on observation and experimentation and restriction to entry. So management satisfies these criterion only to some extent. As against other professions such as doctor or a lawyer, no specific qualification or degree are required to be a manager. There is no qualifier required. And professional association. So a professional has to be a member or should be associated with a statutory body which is responsible for stating the law and authorities of that profession. And code of conduct. So any profession has to abide by the rules and regulation developed by the apex authority which regulates the functions of that profession. That there should be a rules that regulates that function. Next, management is an art and science, both art and so both it is an art and science. How we will learn districts and region, all it works. And this is all organization, whether large or small, working whether for economic, social or political interest. It in any region need management. There will be management needed for any organization, whether it may be. And continuous process, so management is a continuous process. That is the various functions of management, that they are the planning, organizing, directing, staffing and controlling, or performed simultaneously by the managers. They do. And coordinating is the essence of management. So yes, coordinating is needed to essence of management. By coordinating we mean a path through which the group function are linked. It is a path where the group function are linked and they can share their ideas, and it binds the people of the organization and their activities to ensure the smooth function of the work. So their ideas, activities, it will be taken, and it will help in the smooth function of the company. And let us know about the importance of coordinate in management. So harmonized goals, so in any organization growth is one of the most important goals. With growth of the organization, its size increases and the number of personnel also increases. So growth is most important. Goals, their goals, ideas, and allotted work. So each task requires specific specialization to give the requisite results. So there should be a task requires specialization. That will be specialization task. For every organization hires experts or for the different tasks they hire the experts and interdependent of division. So an organization has various departments and sub departments such as production, sale, finance, and other departments, and they both are interdependent. So every department work in is not an objective of management. So earning profit, growth of the organization, providing employment, policy making. So policy making is not an objective of management. Earning profits is the first thing of the management. Growth of the organization is also the second thing, and providing employment is the most important. So but policy making is not an objective of the management. It is in fact the process that involves the setting of the goals and objectives for the organization. So next, Ritu is the manager of North Division of large cooperative house. At which level does she work in the organization? What are the basic functions? So Ritu, being the manager of the Northern Division organization, is is in the middle level management, and the following are her basic functions. They are the interpreting the policies formulated by the top management, and to make sure that the each department under her division has the required personnel and staff for carrying that work, for doing that work, and to assign the necessary duties in the process to the person working in various department. What work they should assign, they should give them, and to encourage and motivate the personnel towards achieving personal people to the employees towards the goal, and coordinating with the functions of other division heads, and with the other division heads also talking about the ideas. So a successive enterprise has to achieve its goals effective and efficiently. So management is defined as the process of getting the work or the task done that is required for achieving the goals of an organization in an effective and effective manner. So effectiveness means completing the given work in effectiveness. Efficiency play an equally important role in achieving the goals. While on one hand, being effective implies actually achieving the goals, on the other hand, being effective would reduce the cost and thereby increase profit. So hence, it is necessary to maintain a balance between effectiveness and efficiency in a management. So policy formulation is the function of top level managers, middle level managers, operational managers, or all of the above. So policy formulation is the formation of the top level managers. They are the one responsible for developing the policies and goals of their organization. Next, what is management considered a multi-faced concept? So management is considered a multi-faced concept. There are three main dimensions of management, three main things of the management. They are the managing the work. So the performance of a definite work forms the basis of an organization, and managing the people. So as the work is to be done by the people, managing the people is another important dimension of the management, and managing the operations. So every organization involves a production process where the inputs and transformed into a product or a services they will give. Next, management is a series of continuous interrelated functions. So in the word of Robert L. Trevelyan and M. J. Newport, management is defined as the process of planning, organizing, activating, and controlling an organization. And planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling are the five basic functions. So let us know about the functions of the management. Planning. So planning implies deciding that work is to be done, who is to do it, and how is that work to be done, what things we have to provide, and other and resources required for execution of that plan. And under organizing the duties and tasks are grouped and allotted the different departments they will give And staffing, any organization requires specialization personnel for the accomplishment of the task. Staffing implies hiring the right kind of people with the required qualification for the work. Hiring the correct people for their good qualification, the qualification that they need for that work. And directing is very important function of the manager. It deals with guiding and steering the people working in office, and it includes motivating them in the right directions so that they can put in their best to achieve their goals. And controlling, once the above function are done, it is necessary to control and check that the work is moving in the right direction. It involves measuring the actual work against the set standard and the policies, and also other things. Next, coordinate is function of management, or the essence of management, or an objective of management, or none of this. So coordinate is the essence of the management. It is necessary and function neither a function or nor an objective of an organization. It is intersect in all the operations and functions of the management. It process through which the activities of various department and units is made towards their goals of the organization. Next, let us know about the uh, basic features of management as a profession. So the basic feature of systematic knowledge, professional association, last we learnt, and restriction of the entry, code conduct, starting only we learnt about all these things. So okay friends, this was your chapter. The this was your chapter, the nature and this was your chapter, nature and significance of management. So like the video, comment on my video, and subscribe my channel and make for more video. I will see you in my next video explaining another chapter. Till then, take care, have a nice day. Bye my dear friends.